Hello, ladies and gentlemen, toy enthusiasts and those new to Tough Nerd Toys LLC. I'm your host, Uncle Nerd, and welcome to another exciting episode of Busted Open. Busting it open since 2007, and today we are going to review Masters of the Universe Revelations Teela through the Masterverse collection, a Netflix original series. This Teela is the Teela that everybody wanted from the very beginning. I don't know why they delayed it, or I don't know. I think the first run of figures are always the ones they throw out there to test, to just like, I think I've come to understand like the first wave of figures within the series is just like I wouldn't say their weakest ones, but like the ones that they just put out there to see how the audience or the collectors take to them, and then from there they advance and on and on and on. And what I've been seeing with these Masterverse figures, the sculpts are getting better, the shadowing, the blush, the skin tones, everything is getting better and better and better. And right here, let's move this a little bit closer. We have Teela, which is He-Man's love interest, and vice versa. And she looks great inside the box. And of course, we're going to go into the box first, move this a little bit closer right here. And it says Master Universe Revelations Teela right there, Mattel on the top, Masterverse on the top, barcodes right there, 30 points of articulation on the side. You have Teela, heroic warrior goddess, and yes, that's what she was in the original comic book series that came with the toys. On the bottom you have legal mumbo jumbo, the barcode MCUKCA question mark contents, one figure accessories. On the side you have some beautiful artwork. I love the way they did her thighs right there. Let me bring this back a little bit so you guys can really admire the artwork that's on here. Beautiful thighs. I'm loving the face paint, the artwork that they did on the side of the box looks very, very good. On the back, I am loving this right here. I'm loving this. The artwork is beautiful. The artwork is beautiful. And it says right here, Teela, warrior goddess. Learning she had been lied to her entire life, Teela threw down her sword, rejected her title, and turned her back on her family, friends, and all of Eternia. Fate, however, has a way of returning. Prince Adam's secret identity as He-Man, the same secret that shattered her trust, became intertwined with her quest to save magic from disappearing from Eternia. And again, it's beautiful artwork on the back. You have the other figures within the line right here. Let me bring this a little bit closer so you guys can see it. He-Man, Teela, Skeletor, and this is like Viking He-Man, classic Teela right here, Skeletor, and Merman. And yes, I do have Merman. You will be getting a review of him. But again, this artwork on the back is beautiful. I'm loving how they did this right here. And I like how, in a way, it mimics like the guard, like the chest guard or the face guard that Man-at-Arms has right here. I like how they put that right here to like kind of like, hint towards being the part of the Royal Guard or the Eternian Guard and everything like that. And I think that's it. You have the Netflix logo right there, Mattel logo down there. Again, beautiful artwork on the box. It's done in the window box. So what we're going to do now, we're going to bust open a package and see if this gorgeous redhead gal is worth the scratch. Okay, and here we have Teela outside the box, and as usual, there's these little graphics inside of the box that you can put behind here to have a nice little, do a little diorama thing if you want, like these little stone looking graphics right here that you can put behind the figure to give it a nice little whatever. If you want to make it look like, you're reliving a scene in Eternia or whatever the case may be, or you just want to pose it like that, you make a nice little diorama. Yes, and yeah, we have this figure out of the box, and again, I'm sorry, I know a lot of people, this line is absolutely beautiful to me, and it gets better and better. I'm a big fan of Teela. Well, I do like Teela. I like Teela a lot. I love this classic look that they have her with a modernized look. She has a nice, from the look of her, she has a nice feminine frame, which is good. She's not as big as the other guys or anything like that. And over here, as always, we're going to go into the accessories first. So bringing this sword closer right here. Let me bring this a little bit closer for you guys so you can see it. This sword looks absolutely amazing. It's done in a nice shimmering or shiny paint. Hopefully this doesn't wear off. I think they're starting to use a different paint that doesn't fade off like in the first wave with He-Man's sword. You have a brown handle right here. It's molded with the sword is cast out of the yellow, like this yellow mustard colored part right here, plastic right here, and the same part is on the bottom. You got excuse me, you got a brown around the handle, and you have a little bit of yellow up at the top. And this sword is done very nice. A little bit of warping, but I mean, like, you can get add a little heat to it to give it a little bit of look, to straighten it out or whatever the case may be. Nice line work, nice sculpting in the blade and everything like that. Nice sculpting inside of the crest of the sword right here, looking real good. This is very good. little dot on the bottom right there. Then you have this nice shield that's molded or cast out of the same plastic right here. Nice hard plastic, but it has vinyl straps on the inside right here. And it adds a little realism to it because there's not like just little clips or anything. You actually slide this through their arm. And it looks real good. I love the rivets or the bolts they have going around here. Shield looks nice and shiny. It's done in a nice shiny gold, imitation gold type plastic. So it looks real good right here. Very nice sculpting. I'm loving this. And it seems like this is the same shield that they gave Stinkor. Only thing is just like a gold color right here, but great sculpting in it, as you can see. Then we have these hands over here. One is a fist, which I absolutely love. They should give all characters or all toys, well, you know, action figures, a fist hand or a couple of different hands so you can get them in different poses. And you also have the one where she's holding, for her to hold her weapon or whatever the case may be. Now she comes with that hand already, but this is cool. I love when they do this. So they give you a different pair of hands, done in a flesh tone, or, you know, it's done out of like a flesh tone plastic right here. It's not that much shading or anything on it, but there are some lines in it so you can see like not as many veins as you would get like on He-Man, which is good because they give her a nice feminine tone and it looks very, very good. Now, most of all, what I wanted to show you guys is this face sculpt. This face sculpt looks great. I love her with the hair down right here. You have some wash in the hair, looking very, very good right here. This face sculpt is very nice. And again, I wouldn't expect a bad face sculpt coming from Mattel. They do Barbie. So, I mean, like, you know, I would expect them to do a good face sculpt right here. She looks like she's not playing. She looks a little pissed off, but I'm loving the long hair. A bit of it comes over the eye. The hair is separate from the, you can tell like they put a separate piece of like vinyl hard, like I would say like hard plastic, but vinyl, like the combination plastic or composite vinyl plastic that they have going on right here to give it the softness where her, you know, where the parts of the hair drape down right here. Loving the eye work right here. The lips look nice and even. Love the eyebrows. Everything looks real good. I'm loving the face sculpts on these figures. I'm telling you, the face sculpts are beautiful. Now, the first He-Man was a little bit to be desired. I didn't like the way he had like a little smirk on his face. I don't know, it just looked weird, but I still love the sculpt of the body right there. Nice part down the middle. As you can see, there is some wash in the head right there. Yeah, very, very beautiful head sculpt. And it has a ball socket hole in the bottom so that you can, you know, pop the head off and put the other one in there. I'm going to be careful this time because the last time I did a G.I. Joe, sometimes with my strength, I'm pulling these pegs out of their sockets and stuff like that a little bit too hard. So yeah, and I love the way they just did the lips in a different tone right there. Side profile looks absolutely beautiful, and we will put this head on later on. Now, most of all, you know, the best part we're going to go into is the figure itself, and Teela looks absolutely amazing. This face sculpt looks great. It is the same. What I like is that you can tell they use the same face sculpt, but it's a different sculpt. Like they use the same design, but a different sculpt. I'm loving the tiara she has on her head. You can see like the nice little jewel in the top. Has a nice, look at it. She got her hair rolled up in a bun like in the classic cartoon. Loving the kilt that she has on, the vest, the collar, everything looks great. You see different colors and shades of gold going on here, which is very, very good. She looks amazing. Nice and white. The whites are whites. I don't see any bleeding of paint or anything like that. Loving the deco that they have on the back right here. Collar is nice and raised. She's looking real good. Down to the boots, you have the signature white fur coming out of the brown boots right here. The boots look great. The boots look absolutely great. But I'm loving the kilt or the tunic that she has on. Looks very good. The gauntlets on her arms look very, very good. As you can see, she has the bicep bands on that are done in a nice gold paint, and it's 3 shades of gold if you can't really tell, but there's like, well, actually 2 shades of gold. There's the one in here and the one on the outer edges of the bicep bands or bicep bracelets, whatever the case may be. And this looks good on her arm right here. Nice white right there with some gold painting going around the gauntlets. She is looking very, very good. Loving that bun on the back. That tiara, the way it comes down over her sideburns right here and goes into her face, looks very good. Face sculpt is nice and even. No odd looking eyes or anything like that. She looks like she means business. And if you look in her face, there's a little bit of blush under her eyes too. And I like that they're starting to do that. With this line, they're adding more and more paint details, so you can tell like maybe the budget is increasing for this line. And along the tiara, if you look real good, you can see that there is a lining or sculpting or etching around the outer rim of the tiara, which looks very good. I'm loving the hair on here. Look at this. You can see some wash in there. They did a really good job on this figure. Very good job on this figure. Boots look great. Everything looks real good. You see sculpting all along here, along the crotch area, in the midsection. The ab looks great right here. Loving the lines around. Now, in the old one, the lines would wrap around kind of like her breasts right here. You know, like the, I would say like the part of the uniform would wrap around her breast right here. But I guess, you know, they just wanted to make it a little bit more PC, but it's still, this is a beautiful figure. I'm loving the nice sleek look that she has. If you look real good, she has a nice slender look. She's not looking big and bulky like the dudes or like the men. She looks beautiful. Nice hand sculpting. Everything looks nice on this girl right here. I think she's a beautiful figure. Got some peg holes down at the bottom. This is a nice figure. Very nice, clean look for Teela, but that collar is absolutely amazing. I love the way they have the collar popped up right here, which looks real good. And I love this nice little emblem or crest that they just added within the new Teela, within this one right here. I don't know if because in the picture, it looked like, you know, the artwork that they had of her, it looked like it was basically like a face guard or something like that. But I love how they have this emblem or this chest piece right here in the middle of her chest. It looks great. Around the outer edges of the vest that she has on, it looks good. Look at this, it's nice, done in a nice gold right there. Real nice right here. Nice even paint lines. Everything looks good on this girl. Everything looks real good on Teela. Now, as far as articulation goes, you can get the head go all the way around. Arms can go up and around. They're on a ball socket. You can get them to go all the way around. You can get the arms to bend because they're on a double hinge elbow right there. No pins, you know, they're pinless. Swivel and pivoting at the wrist, as you can see right there. Nice and good, you see. Well, let me see what else she got. She got a nice ab crunch. Look, you got a nice ab crunch going on with her. Head can look up very far, very down pretty, not that much, but somewhat, but it can look up pretty far. She has a nice ab crunch right there. No twist in the waist. You're gonna have to use this right here, but there's no twist in the waist, but you do have some thigh cuts right here. Double hinge knee going on right there. Twist at the calf, and at the ankle you have a nice ankle rocker and pivoting going on right there. She is good, very good. And you can take the head off. Wish me luck, I don't break it. You can take the head off like that, and let's pop on this one right here. Ooh, did I break it? Here we go. There. And wow, this figure looks completely different. I think I'm gonna be rocking her with the long hair. This looks good. This looks real good. This looks good. Where's that sword at? We gotta put that sword in their hand, boy. Got that red, cause essentially, we all know, I mean, cause you know He-Man was supposed to be the answer to Conan the Barbarian, and Teela is pretty much Red Sonja and stuff like that. So, I mean, this right here, I'm liking this wild look right here, where her hair is down like she's been in battle all day or just been fighting and everything like that. These figures are absolutely amazing, man. I love them. I love them. Let's put this shield on, see what it looks like. And look at it. It fits real snug right on her arm right there. Let's change hands, because this one looks like, no, this one is going to have to be her sword hand then, because the other one is just a holding hand. And you know what would have been cool if they gave her like a little blaster or something like that. Look at this. She looks good. She looks real good, man. She looks real good. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take some pictures and I'll be right back with you guys. Man, this looks good. I like this. I really like this. I like her better without the tiara. Don't get me wrong. I like the classic look of Teela, but I like her better without the tiara. So what we're gonna do, let me take some pictures of her and I'll be right back with my final. So as a whole, I think this figure is absolutely amazing. As you can see right here, she looks dynamic right here. Actually, I love her more with this head sculpt on here, right here. She looks absolutely amazing, man. And she's coming in at about, I would say, like what, a little bit over 6.5, but not a full 7. Even with the top, you know, with her hair being in a bun, it's not a full 7, but she looks absolutely great. Please, if you get this figure, definitely put the other head sculpt on it right there. Again, I wanted to do this right here so I can show you guys what it looks like, you know, in its natural form or how it looks out of the box. But I was definitely going to end this review with this head sculpt on here. It's absolutely amazing. It's something to behold, man. Look, I just gotta let you guys look at this. It totally gives a new dynamic and new look to the figure right here, and it's done very, very, very well. I really, really like it. Here she is next to her MOTU Classics Teela, which is absolutely beautiful right here. And she actually seems to be a little, MOTU Classic seems to be a little bit taller than her. Yeah. Yep. This figure is beautiful right here. Here she is next to He-Man's sister, MOTU Classics. Here she is next to Angry Teela right here. Looking good. Looking good. As you can see. Here she is next to, oh man, and like you guys are going to notice something too that I did to him. Look at his face. Look at his face. I took the head off of Viking He-Man, and you should see that video up here. So I'm going to put it in the description or on here. Just look on under the playlist of MOTU Revelations, and look, here she is next to her boyfriend, He-Man. Looking awesome. I'm loving them with this face sculpt. Yeah, I told you before I didn't like the face sculpt on him before, but I'm liking the one from Viking He-Man. It gives you an extra head. So what I'm going to do is go on eBay and get another head and put that on Viking He-Man. I'm loving the way you can swap parts with this, right? With these figures. A lot of people don't know how modular they are until they get the figure and stuff like that. And here she is next to MOTU Classics He-Man. This will always be my heart right here, but I'm loving these MOTU Revelations He-Man. And if you want to see her with, let me see, I would say her kind of like arch nemesis or whatever the case may be. Well, but he's everybody's nemesis in the Masterverse. Well, here she is next to Skeletor. And this figure is absolutely amazing. And you definitely have to have this in your collection. You know, she's going for a decent price right now. Get her while you can, because you know the price is going to go up within a couple of months or whatever the case may be. And she looks very, very good. I definitely give this figure 5 out of 5 nerd pins because of the nice feminine build that they have going on with it. She has some muscles in her arms, but they don't just look, they're not equivalent to what the man would be in this what the men are rather in this line, and it looks great. Looks absolutely wonderful. I'm loving it. And again, this face sculpt right here literally makes it look like a completely different figure, but it looks great. So with that being said, that brings this review to a close. Please be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and share this video. And remember, if you buy a toy, what do? You bust it open. Trying to mimic her voice. Remember she used to do the PSA sometime when the Master Universe cartoon used to go off?